Alright, so we got a beef stir fry with ginger and balsamic vinegar, right? So the ingredients today, we can use a bit of red onion, we can use some carrot, some celery, some broccoli, some ginger. I'm using some sirloin steak, which I'm cutting up for the stir fry. So I got a third of an onion. I'm going to cut it into half and then just cut it into a few pieces so it's we get nice big pieces for the stir fry. So we don't want a small dice or a thin slice, so it's a bit more on the chunky side. The carrot, what I'm going to do is cut it in half and then just slice it lengthways. Gives it a nice kind of presentation look for the stir fry. So we're just going to chop along the carrot, give it a quick slice with our precision series knives, and I'm going to cut the celery and the broccoli stem in the same fashion. So everything's kind of uniform and it's going to look nice in the stir fry. So we get the celery, just give it a quick slice with a knife, slice it all up nice and evenly, and get the broccoli in the go as well. Now with the broccoli, a nice easy way to cut it to get your florets is I just cut right, you look here, right along underneath the florets, and they just kind of fall apart. And these got a couple pieces to slice open. Now when I slice my broccoli, I slice halfway and give it a pull. That way it kind of holds the shape and it looks a bit nicer in the dishes for your presentation. Broccoli stems are fantastic. They give such a great flavor. You can peel them. I'm just going to give the skin a quick slice here. Take the skin right off the broccoli. I'm going to cut it in the same fashion as I have the celery and the carrots, so everything's nicely uniform. But I find the broccoli stem nice and sweet, and instead of throwing it in the bin, it bulks up your stir fry, and it's got great nutrition in the stem. It's got great flavor. So we're going to slice it up the same way as we have the celery and the carrots. Meanwhile, I've been preheating the pan. Alright, so preheating the pan here, and water beads. When the water beads, we're good to go. So I've taken the beef, I sliced it up, I chipped the beef, I cut up some ginger and put it in with my beef. They've been marinating for about an hour. No oil in the pan, greaseless cooking. We put the beef right in the pan. I'm going to season the meat with a little bit of salt, and we're going to sear that for a few minutes. After a few minutes, I'm going to add in my carrots. I'm going to put in pretty much all the vegetables here. So we're going to put in the onions, the celery. We're going to fire all that stuff right on top, the broccoli. We're going to let that cook for a couple minutes. I'll get everything with the broccoli, everything right in there, lid on. When the steam comes out of the vent, then what I'm going to do is give it a quick stir around, and we're going to add in some black bean sauce, about a tablespoon of black bean sauce. I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. Right? So you can see the meat's not 100% cooked at this point, so we give it a good stir. The bottom part of the meat's all nicely browned. Nice heaping tablespoon of black bean sauce. And this balsamic glaze is really nice. It's a really thick vinegar, and use it in a lot of cooking. It gives it a nice flavor to the stir fry, a little bit different. So we put the sauces in, give them a quick mix, nothing sticking to the bottom of the pan. Nice, healthy, happy cooking. So nice beef stir fry using no oil. So I have this on the medium-high heat at this point. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a little bit of beef broth. Give it a little bit of a sauciness, right? We still have it on that medium-high heat. Put the lid on. As soon as the steam comes out of the vent, I'm going to put in my shirataki noodles, which is tofu, and very nice and light. And this tofu product's great because whenever you put it into whatever you're cooking with, it'll absorb the flavors. So it really picks up a nice flavor and absorbs some of the moisture. When the steam comes off again, nicely done, everything's good to go, right? So if you saw the clock on my stove here, the entire cooking time for this dish was only 8 minutes. So happy cooking. That's Chef Warren at Dinner for Two. Beef stir fry with ginger and balsamic vinegar.